My new name is Fake News 85. Please call me by my proper name. Yeah, man. I'm yep, making up stories for the monies. I'm a terrible human. Someone says they can't hear you. I mean, that's fine. They can hear me. Jason, I can't believe you said that. That's so taboo. Come on, man. It's 2018. You can't say things about women like that. They can't hear you. They don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Let's try that one more time. Okay, I'm up. Let's try that one more time. Welcome and hello, all you beautiful people, to the Class vs. Crass gaming. Oh man, I have so much less energy the second time around. But welcome to the post E3 show, where we have a very special episode today where we're going to do Love It, Like It, Hate It, or Meh of every game shown off at all the press conferences at E3. I'm your host, Jason Lapine. Joining me as always, the Crassy one, RGT85, also known as Fake News Long.
Fake News 85. Get it right. The rebrand is coming.
Okay. I'll get it next week. This is your first time joining us. Welcome to the show. This is a 1-hour podcast. Tonight it's going to be a little bit longer, where we talk about things in the video gaming world. But since we've just wrapped up E3, we're going to be talking about things that have been happening at home with Sean and his streams, what it was like to be a viewer. I can also share some stories of the E3 show floor, as well as some game impressions. Usually we get into, we talk about what we've been playing, then we go into the major headlines of the last week, then we get into the lightning round where we take user topics and questions. But tonight we're going to throw all that out the window, and we're going to do a more funsy, organic kind of podcast. If you haven't already, we got 2 giveaways all week. If you look in the description below, I am giving away a drum for Sea of Thieves. It's an exclusive E3 drum. You just enter that if you want to get a hold of it. I think you just got to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter. That's 2 ways to enter. And then the probably better prize is the E3 lanyard itself. It's right here, actually. One sec. So I'm giving away one of these, which is the E3 2018 lanyard. On there you've got, who do you got on here? You got Splatoon, Mario Kart 8. Mario Odyssey, ARMS, Mario Tennis, Breath of the Wild, and on the inside, on the other side, here we go, it says, has the Smash Brothers logo as well as some Switch branding. So this can be yours. All you gotta do is enter in the giveaway down below, and I'm going to be drawing winners next week on the show without Sean, because Sean's going to be showing his face at...
Too Many Games 2018.
What are you going to be doing there?
Drinking, trying to sell t-shirts, and I got a panel Saturday at 3:30. I'm just going to throw shitty NES games at people and kick people. Don't really have a plan or anything.
Try not to lose at Street Fighter again so quickly and easily.
That was, look, man, I felt bad for the guy. He was going away. He was going through a bunch of stuff.
You knew this before? Life. You knew this before challenging him?
Yeah. It was all set up.
Fake.
I'm fake news. So what do you expect?
I see. It works very much to your brand. Hey, Kimmerson, welcome back to the stream. I haven't seen you in a long time. In here, anyways. All right. What are you ready to get into it? How was your E3? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was cool. Except Ubisoft fucked my account for a day or two.
I hear they fuck quite a few accounts.
Yeah, they basically, like, if you streamed their presser, it sent out like a false flag to your account and you couldn't stream. And so like it screwed up because I was supposed to go to Spawnwave's house on Tuesday and we were gonna dual stream at his house, but I couldn't stream. So like the whole point was ruined. And so his account ended up getting fixed. Mine didn't get fixed until later in the day. On Tuesday, so it sucked, but you know, you get so tired from doing all, because like my E3 was literally wake up. First off, I was sick as fuck. I had a stomach virus.
Oh yeah, on Saturday, the day of EA.
No. The stomach virus started Thursday. and it went through till like Tuesday. So I was sick as shit. So now I'm like down a little bit.
No pun
And
intended.
then it's like, watch the stream, take notes on the stream, make a video on the stream, edit the video on the stream, make your thumbnail, upload the thing, and then get ready for the next stream. And it was just like bam, 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 bam. So I was like, dude, by like Tuesday, I was like,
This
good.
This was your first year doing E3 full time, like not having a non-gaming job too, right?
Yeah.
So hardcore.
But I mean, it was good though. I mean, views were sky high, subscribers were sky high. So, you know, it was definitely positive. Just definitely a lot of work. It's not all just, you know, there's a big difference. There's a big difference between just watching a conference and then doing whatever.
Yeah.
Or watching a conference and having to take mental notes and then having to formulate opinions on what you saw, all in a timely manner because you don't want to wait too long or else nobody gives a shit. So, you know, it was fun though. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. It was just my eyes were like I have sunglasses right here.
Oh yeah.
Because Tuesday I was like wearing them as I'm editing because my eyes were burning so bad.
I wanted to tell you, you should get, you know, because you're working so much on computer screens all the time, especially during E3, you should get this program called Flux, which adjusts the brightness of your screen depending on the time of day. And like when I started at Enthusiast Gaming a year ago, like my eyes were burning because all I did was on the computer and like you're intensely looking at the screen. So when I literally felt it, like when the screen changed with that like orange shade on top of it, like you can actually feel your eyes relaxing and it feels so good. So you should try getting something like that.
Is it free?
It's free.
Oh, well, that's all you had to say.
It's free. It's called Flux. So
just
check it
get
out.
Flux.
Get Flux and your eyes will be good. All right. Look at all these subscribers coming in. I'm going to be dancing a lot today. We are, so many things I want to talk about. My E3, this was a crazy year for me. Thanks for asking, by the way. I have this whole like crazy, or were you done your story?
You didn't die at the sketchy hotel, so I figured you were okay.
Oh man, the sketchy hotel. Okay, I got so many stories to tell you. I'm gonna try to spread them out throughout the show, but let's start with the first one, which was my mission to get into the Xbox press conference. I left, so the Xbox press conference was at, what time was it at? 4 p.m. Eastern time, is that correct? Yeah, 1 o'clock Pacific.
Yes.
Okay, so I flew out of Toronto on the Sunday morning of the press conference, and my only goal to get in on Sunday was for that stupid press conference. So I got out of bed at 5 a.m. to drive an hour to Toronto, to get on a plane, to go through some crazy turbulence, to land in LA at 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. LA time, so I had 3 hours left to get to the press conference. So I go out of the airport and someone told me that there was a shuttle that takes you downtown LA to the train station. So I'm waiting there, I read all the signs, I'm like, okay, this is where I should get picked up. And like I knew the company that was going to pick me up. And then this like really sketchy like pedo van shows up, and it's like one of those like white vans that fits like 12 people, you know, like you know the pedo vans. And the guy comes out, he's like, oh, you go into Union Station, jump in, $10. And I'm like, oh God, this is how I die. And he's already like grabbing my luggage. I'm like, no, Jason, like this is the one thing you don't allow in travel, you know better. And I like he's like, yo, get the front seat. So I like peek my head into the van to look behind, and like all the people there look like they're E3 attendees. So I'm like, all right, this is a good crowd. I can sit with this crowd. Like if something bad goes down, I'm sure like most of us can revolt against this one driver, right? And he had like this Hawaiian shirt and stuff, like older white dude. And so anyway, we like the whole time it's just a quiet drive, and I'm just thinking like, what happens if he pulls a gun on me? What happens if he takes me to this like sketchy yard and then he like pulls us out and robs us? I'm like, oh, there's nothing that important in my luggage. So anyway, the whole way there, I'm just thinking of all these like dark thoughts. Get to the station, ends up the guy was super nice, gave me a great deal. Then I learned to get on the subway to get to the hotel to drop off my luggage. I've got like a half hour left to get to the press conference. Call an Uber. This guy, freaking Yin picks me up, and the conference is 5 minutes away, and I have 20 minutes to get there, 15, whatever. This guy is literally, I'm looking at my map, he's turning in a circle And he's going like, oh shit. And he's like missing his exits. And it's such a simple drive. You go up one road, you take a left, you go down all the way to the conference. And this guy's turning and he doesn't have to turn. And then he's like, oh, he's cursing. And like he has like really bad English. Like this guy's not even talking to me. And I'm just like, I'm like texting everybody who's in the conference center, all the enthusiast guys. And they're like, we got a seat for you. We got a seat for you. And it's like Greg and Brett. And I'm like, oh God, my Uber just keeps like turning it. Like literally we went in a circle and not even headed towards the conference. I'm like, I'm just gonna like jump out of the car. I'm just gonna like book it. I'm just gonna run. But this guy, I'm like, so after a while, I took it into my own like hands. I'm like, okay, go straight here, don't turn, go. And it's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Like GPS not working down here. And I'm like, doesn't matter. Just I'll guide you. Me and the foreigner and his stupid cheap phone. So we get there. I've got like 10 minutes left, so I'm running. I've got my barcode to get into the press conference. Go to the Xbox people. I'm like, where do I line up? It has an M. They're like, go into the M line. I'm like, all right, that's like the media line. I get there. There's literally 1,000 people just herded together like sheep, not moving 5 minutes before the press conference. I'm like, shit, I'm not getting through this. I'm asking other people, like, is there another media line? Greg and Brett are like, no, there was no line. Like, we just bypassed everything. We just gone in. And so Greg's like, oh, let me come out and get you. So Greg's yelling out of a door. I can't hear him. He's telling me like all these signs. He's just yelling, like I can hear him on the phone. He's going like, Jason. Sounds like the game, right? And yeah. I'm like, I can't hear you. I can't find you. And I'm just like running around this building. Oh man, awesome. Thanks, Bits of Yesterday. Whoa, shit, $20. Holy shit, man. Thank you so much. So I'm running, and it's 1:05 now. The press conference started. I've asked everyone. They told me like, no luck. I have to wait in line. So I just give up. I'm like, go on without me, guys. All this energy wasted. So I give up. I'm heading to Starbucks, and I'm like walking like this walk of shame with my head down. And then I like look up and I catch like a sign of an ESPN, and then this other sign. It was all the signs Greg was calling out, right? I'm like, oh my God, Greg was here. And like I turn around and there's a door with like 2 Xbox people there, and there's like no lineup, nothing. So I just like pull out my barcode. I walk up to the people, and I'm just like, I don't even say it. I just show them the barcode because I know I'm not in the right place. They just scan it. They halt for a minute, and then they're like, all right, let this guy in. I'm like, all right. So I get my car, I go in through this back door, and I call Greg, and he like guides me through the room, and boom, I'm in the Xbox conference 10 minutes late.
How late were you? 10 minutes? That's not bad.
I missed Halo, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and that Samurai game, like the 3 most exciting announcements. But the rest of the press conference was amazing. So that was my entry into E3.
Pretty intense.
Yeah, it was very intense. And after that, it was a whole week of drinking, karaokeing. I'm so exhausted. But let's get into it. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready for some love it, like it, hate it or meh? So if you're new to Class vs. Class again, welcome. I don't know where you've been. Love it, like it, hate it or meh. This is where Sean and I take a game, all the games that were announced in a press conference. We're going to start with the shittiest one, EA. And then join along with us. Let us know if you love it, like it, hate it, or meh. You ready? EA.
I'm ready.
All right, starting off. This isn't in any particular order, but EA announced Battlefield 5, and as well that it's going to have a Battle Royale mode. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
I like it. I'm worried about it though. I feel like they should have avoided the battle royale thing, because that sort of isn't resonating with a lot of the Call of Duty players. I don't think a lot of the Call of Duty players like it. Mm-hmm. So I think they had a good way to be very unique and very distinct. Having a single player campaign. Being a more traditional World War II shooter, which is what people seem, at least they're saying they want. So it could have been really good, but it's definitely in between meh and like it, but probably a little more towards like it.
Hard meh for me. I just don't care about first-person shooters. All of those are going to get a meh. I'm going to bundle all the sports games together because sports. FIFA 19, NBA Live 19, Madden NFL 19. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
Meh. They didn't show gameplay of any of them. It was all just CG, bullshit, or the story mode. Like, I thought that would have been a huge part of their presentation, but it was an afterthought. So meh.
Well, didn't they show Madden coming to like mobile or tablets?
Yeah, but that's kind of different.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah, I wasn't really I was more talking about, because the Madden mobile thing wasn't that slightly before. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. But, whatever.
Did you enter my contest?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. You're allowed to enter this one, by the way.
I will enter anything I want. You're damn right it is.
All right. Next up, we had... this was so stupid. Like, let's, like... If you have any thoughts on the conference itself, as we mentioned some of these things, I mean, do share. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order confirmed as a game coming. What a cringe moment in this conference.
Absolutely hated it. Do not fucking announce a game and you have show a damn little thing like they did with Metroid Prime 4 at least,
Right.
Like at least I was like, oh, okay, cool. It was like, yeah, we're making a Star Wars game and it's gonna come out like maybe next year, next Christmas or something.
Are there Jedis in it? Well,
like that was rough.
It was hard to watch. Like, haven't they learned never go to the audience, never talk to people in the audience, even if those people are planted in there? It's just, it doesn't work. Yeah. What are they thinking? Then on the Star Wars thing, Star Wars Battlefront 2 confirmed to get some Clone Wars content. Again, Battlefront 2, I'm mad. It's a first-person shooter.
I haven't played Battlefront 2. I'd give a shit.
Yeah. We're going to get through these pretty quick. Unravel 2. Meh.
I mean, it's not a game. The first Unravel was cool.
So you played the first?
Yeah, I'm sure the second one is fun with co-op, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not interested enough to check it out or anything.
It's such a hard... Like, I feel bad hating it because they present it in such a cute and vulnerable way. They're like, look at this developer. You can't make fun of him. And, like, no, I don't want to make fun of him. But the game is just like... It does...
I can. Yeah. I'll make fun of anyone. I don't care.
He was the guy that showed up with the doll, wasn't he, for Unravel 1?
Yeah, he was.
He's like...
And he was crying.
Oh, it's... Like, good on you, man, but... It feels like it's EA's, like... pity thing where they're like, yeah, we know you hate us, but look, we support this one guy, therefore we're good. It's like their charity, dude. Then we've got Sea of Solitude, which is probably this is probably the only one I liked.
Very cool looking game. Looks like Rhyme with an evil side.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly. So probably the only game I liked out of their conference. Oh, this one, Command and Conquer Rivals.
That literally took up the most time of their presentation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had a live commentary. Yeah. Wasn't it Anthem that took the most time?
I'm not counting Anthem because Anthem was like, hey, we're gonna sit down with these three people and show concept art. Like, that doesn't count in my opinion. That was like after the fact sort of shit. They literally spent the most time on that Command and Conquer game. Hate it. Go to hell. Piss off. It looks like shit. Nobody cares.
Right. Hate it as well. I hate the expression a slap to the face, but it's very appropriate here. This is how you give fans of the series a slap to the face. Like, Command and Conquer used to mean something, and to have it distilled to such a simple mobile game. Ugh. Anthem. Yeah. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
I want to know how Kane is still alive in Command and Conquer. Because he was in the trailer.
Alternate storyline.
Yeah, evidently. Meh. It looks like Destiny.
So, I like it. I like the concept. I like the gameplay, at least what it looks like. But what I don't like is that they haven't told us what the story really is. And if they did, or they haven't shared enough. And they said one of the pillars of this game is story. And yet I don't know what it's about.
Yeah, when they started doing the hour-long thing, or the half hour on Anthem, I watched the trailer, and then when they sat down and started talking, I was like, yep, we're done here. Set up my camera. It's time to film.
Yeah, so the EA press conference is the only one I got to watch. It's the only one I got to watch the stream for, really, in privacy, and it was the worst.
God, by far.
I mean, expectations were like way down because EA is always terrible, but they didn't even try to raise their status. So, big F for EA on my part.
I gave them a D, maybe.
Well,
I think I gave them a D.
Yeah, I feel like they're the last remnant of the traditional press conference model. Out of all the press.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there was some other questionable press conferences, moments within the press conference themselves that we'll talk about as we go along.
Okay, sounds good. What'd you guys think? You guys in the chat, love it, like it, or hate it? What were your thoughts on EA? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you hate it? Were there any parts you liked? Let me know what games you're looking forward to in EA, and let's talk about it towards the end of the show. All right, the next one is by far probably the best press conference. I'm gonna go out and put it out there right now. Xbox bringing. Sorry.
Wasn't the best at all.
Okay. I'm glad we have a different view. So yeah, Xbox really brought it this year. I think they knocked it out of the park. Just an amazing press conference. Let's get into the games though, and then we'll debate what you think about it. Because I see that face. I see. There's a lot behind that face.
There is.
You snacking on anything tonight, by the way?
I ate some soup before we went live. I ate pub style chicken pot pie at Campbell's Chunky.
Oh, sounds kind of tasty.
It was good.
I went out to the restaurant. Had a turkey California burger or something. But anyways, Xbox in no particular order. Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, which is like Life is Strange with a boy.
Fuck off.
What? That's how I remember it. Love it, like hate or man.
I mean, that's what it was. It was made by the people from Life is Strange. It's a free game, so whatever. But it's a free game that I won't play.
Exactly.
Like it's like Daddy Didn't Love Me, the video game. Like, I think we all had some moments in our lives that, you know, I don't think we want to dig up. Like, why the fuck would you want to play a game where your dad's like a dick? Like, you know, or whatever it is. I don't know. It's of no interest to me. Fuck Life is Strange. I could care less about those games.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I gave it a shot because it got so many great reviews, and I couldn't do it. Life is Strange is just not for me. And neither is Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Just sorry. Next, we got a teaser for Battletoads, which is exciting, but we don't have anything. I like it.
Yeah, it's only been in development for 3 years. It's really hard to make those 2.5D games, those platforming games. It takes for fucking ever, especially when you're a company, the size of Rare. They're so small.
Whoa! Why all this bitterness? How do you know it's been 3 years?
Because they announced it. This has been announced for years.
Really?
As everyone forgot, yeah.
Oh,
I want to say it was 2016. It was
at a press
first
conference
talked about,
or just
somewhere, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah. I mean, what is there to like? It was a black screen with a logo, like.
Well, they teased the whole bike, the callback to the bike level,
and really, let's be honest. The original Battletoads is not that good. It was a great looking game. But
no.
To me, it wasn't a great NES game. Like, it's good. It's definitely one of the better ones. I would say it's a top 50 game.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't.
I don't know. I don't think it's as good as a lot of people make it out to be.
It's not. But the arcade one that they bundled into Rare Replay, that one's a good one.
Yeah.
And with the IP, you can take it to the next level. It's a franchise that got left in the 90s. Let's bring it back. Let's update it. Let's make it do something.
But it's still 2.5. They're not really updating it. It's literally a new Battletoads. Great fan service, but yeah.
Let's see how creative they get. Cuphead announced some new DLC. Love it, like it, hate it, man.
Like it. That's cool. Yeah. Looked good. Looked fun.
Also, yeah, like it. Getting a lot of hate in the chat, sir. Thank you,
fun.
Joshua. Thank you.
It's all justifiable. We'll get to it.
You know what? I like it, but I'm kind of surprised. This is making me realize I haven't really played Cuphead. We got it at the office, and I played it there during some late nights, but it didn't pull me in to the level I was hoping it would. But it's a good game. Yeah. Crackdown 3 coming in 2019, I believe. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh?
Meh. Crackdown games are never that great. This game doesn't really look all that great, in my opinion. Looks okay, but it's definitely meh. I'll play it because it's on Game Pass, of course.
Oh, right. Yes. Game Pass. That's another big one that we're going to... let's mention it now. New Game Pass Well, Game Pass being promised to have more and more new games. Love it like it here. Man, I love it. I love Game Pass.
Love it. Yeah, that's very good for consumers.
Yeah, and I think it's becoming clearer and clearer, and I really loved how they pushed it at this conference where they're like, so many games to play. Why choose when you can have them all? Like, brilliant, Xbox. Like, you're doing good stuff, but you're still going to get hated for it. Because so many years of negativity. I used to be in the negative camp.
With justification.
With justification.
Okay, here we go. Let's fucking call a spade here.
Oh, there it is.
Xbox's conference did not fix their biggest problem.
Which is?
Nobody's worried about Xbox One in 2019. Nobody's fucking worried about that. You know what they're worried about? They're worried about Xbox One in 2018.
Yeah.
There are still no exclusives. The one exclusive is Forza Horizon 4. You've had 3 exclusives this year with Crackdown. I mean, not Crackdown. Crackdown got delayed. You have Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Forza Horizon 4.
Yep.
Those are your 3 exclusives. Sure, there's a bunch of great third-party games coming out, but those third-party games are multi-platform, so you can get them on a variety of systems. You can get them on a PS4. If you do not own an Xbox One right now, there's no reason for you to buy one this year. There's no reason.
False.
What comes out this year that's exclusive for the Xbox One that a PlayStation 4 owner would say, you know what, it's time for me to pick up an Xbox One.
Okay.
Name one game.
Okay, there's the one trump that you got. What would entice a PlayStation owner to get an Xbox One? Nothing at all. However, what would entice someone to get an Xbox One? Say you've only got $500 in your pocket for gaming, and you have to pick between a PS4 and an Xbox One. Xbox One is your choice. You go there, you pick up a game, you get Gamer Pass, you have way more games than you would ever get on the PlayStation.
So PlayStation Now doesn't exist?
I am unfamiliar with the details of PlayStation Now.
Essentially the same thing. The main difference is it's streaming. Xbox Game Pass is better. Yes, I'm not saying that it's good as PlayStation Now, but what I'm saying is there's still really no reason for an Xbox One owner.
Yes. So
I mean, for a PS4 owner to move to the Xbox One, their biggest problem was no games in 2018. This did not solve anything. Plus, those motherfuckers are talking about new hardware already.
Right.
So it's like, what about my Xbox One X that I just bought? Like, a lot of people are expecting this to potentially come out in holiday of 2019. This was their Wii U year, in my opinion. They showed nothing that was coming out this year. Oh, Halo. Okay, let's talk about fucking Halo. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh. Go.
I've never been to the Halo series.
Okay, here's the thing with Halo.
Like the trailer, though.
Halo, supposedly, from what I've been hearing, is that it's either the single player or the multiplayer will launch late 2019, and the other half of it, single player or multiplayer, will be in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is that? A new Gears of War. The Gears of War game was probably one of their better games.
Whoa, now you're just going through the game list, man.
Because it's all relative.
It is.
But
here's my counterpoint. So I was just telling you about the whole Game Pass. If you had to pick between a PS4 and an Xbox One, yes, I agree with you. Xbox One has poor exclusive, and that's a consequence of their actions over the last 4 years. And that's a really hard one to spin around in. And I was not expecting Xbox to come to E3 2018 being able to fix all their mistakes, because they dug themselves in a really, really deep hole over the last few years. But what they showed in 2018 is that they're finally starting to surface out of it. You see, they acquired 5 new studios. They're investing in first-party content, but that shit's going to take time because they screwed the pooch so many years ago. But you can clearly see them being proactive about it.
Oh, why? Because they bought 5 studios, 2 of which, we bought the studio that made State of Decay 2. Look at us. Okay, that game has a terrible Metacritic score. It's completely buggy and broken. That's one of your big games. So you buy that studio. You bought the studio who does Forza Horizon. Okay, they're pretty much yours anyways. The only interesting studio they bought was Ninja Theory, and really, Ninja Theory has Hellblade, which was their first really good game that sold like shit on the Xbox One, because that's not really an Xbox One style of game. Granted, it was available on the PS4 for quite a while, but all because you buy all these studios doesn't mean jack shit. Look what you did with Rare. Like, is Rare churning out all these great games? Sea of Thieves, that's a great game. Battletoads, been in development for 3 years. It's a great game. Like,
it's not a promise that it's going to fix everything.
Phil Spencer is a fuck. Phil Spencer is a
Whoa.
fuck.
Whoa.
Every time he speaks, I don't believe anything he says because he never really follows through on anything. And the Xbox One has its biggest problem with no exclusives in 2018. It's literally been a year with really Sea of Thieves,
Yes.
State of Decay,
Yep.
2 games as a service,
Not
2
arguing.
online only games, or mostly online games, and then a racing game.
Yep. I'm not arguing with you there.
Could you imagine if Nintendo did that?
No. That's why
imagine?
that's why Xbox is in last place. They're way behind. Like right now, a
And
PS4
now you're
is.
talking about new hardware. I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't sit right. And I love my Xbox One. I play my Xbox One more than I play my PS4. But you cannot argue with the facts that their biggest problem is 2018 and they did absolutely nothing to fix it. They spent more money. They spent more money getting these exclusive reveal trailers of multi-plat games than they did on trying to figure out a way to get some sort of exclusive, to get some sort of thing going.
You think?
And it's not like it. I'm not done. It's not like this problem just sprung up overnight. You could have seen this in 2016 and 2017. You could have seen the writing on the wall. They have known that Crackdown has had problems for much more than just a couple months.
Yep. I agree with you. And I don't know what they did, but they did not decide to invest in first-party titles in 2016-17 to fill their 2018 year. So I don't know what's going on back then. Maybe there's a bunch of projects that got canned or delayed that we don't know about. They're in a tough spot there. I'm not trying to.
It's okay because Phil Spencer will come out there and quell your fears. That's what he does.
No, I feel really bad for Xbox. I'm not saying they're in a good place. I'm saying they're in a better place. And I'm saying that in 2018, their E3 was the best presentation. Out of all, like, this is comparing to the other ones. And your argument is no, because it's not showing any games in 2018, which I hear you, and it's a valid point. If you're looking at E3 for games to play in 2018, if that's your criteria for measuring success, then you're correct. Xbox is not good. But if you're looking at the whole showcase and what's being announced and the excitement and what's being shown,
of course there's excitement. You could fucking go up on stage and be like, I'm going to put this can up my ass. And gamers would be like, whoa, game of the year, game of the year. Like, come on. You cannot fucking judge a crowd by that. You people pop for anything.
I'm not judging a crowd. I'm judging it for my own excitement. And, like, come on. You're going to compare... How many did they announce here? I don't even know my list. Like 30 games compared to let's hear you. Who's your best press conference? Bethesda.
And then out of the big 3 it would be Sony.
Why? What? No.
Why? They showed me
they showed you 4 intermissions and 4 games that you knew about.
Their conference itself was poorly paced, but I felt like the Xbox One could have been shorter than 2 hours as well. But they came out, they have exclusives. They have exclusives that are already released this year. You have Spider-Man, which is arguably going to be a massive game.
What did they show you that you didn't know?
Resident Evil.
And?
2. Resident Evil 2 trumps everything.
Oh, so they jerked off your Resident Evil dick and that's it. You put that pen down.
And they had the best Kingdom Hearts trailer. Better than Xbox, better than Square fucking Enix. I did not give a shit about Kingdom Hearts 3 watching Microsoft's presentation and watching Square Enix presentation. Didn't give a shit. I watched it during the Sony one and I was like, where has this gameplay been? Where has this angle on the game been? Like, they sold me on that game.
Which world did they show in the Sony one? Was that the Pirates?
They showed the Pirates, and then they showed like some just crazy over-the-top gameplay of like different levels and stuff. And it was just like, it was so different. It was so different than what they showed.
They had Pirates in Kingdom Hearts 2. They had that world already. Like, it was the least interesting to me as a Kingdom Hearts fan. That one's the least interesting of the trailers. The Xbox one had me way more interested. Showing off Frozen. Bring on them, princess. I can't believe you picked Sony. Like that, there's EA, like, keeping the bar there, and then there was like
Bethesda.
Sony. Okay. That's fair. Okay, Bethesda is a lot less upsetting, so just stick with Bethesda.
But they were better than Microsoft.
See,
they were better than Nintendo.
a lot of people are better than Nintendo, and we're going to get into that. The thing with Bethesda is I'm not into any of their IPs, so it's very hard for me to objectively say, like, yeah, Bethesda has good stuff, because it doesn't resonate. I try their games, and none of their games excite me or interest me, except for, no, not even that one. So, all right, let's get back to our Xbox list. Where were we before we went off on a rant? Cyberpunk 2077. Love it like a hater, man.
Meh.
Also meh. Next. Devil May Cry 5.
Liked it.
Also liked it. I've never played Devil May Cry, though, so I might have loved it if I was into the series.
It's like Bayonetta.
That's kind of what I felt. Division 2, meh.
Yeah. Meh.
Loke, yeah, even Elder Scrolls. I can't get into Elder Scrolls. I'm beyond the RPGs. So I'm sorry to disappoint all the RPG fans in the room.
It was just very, the announcement was very, like, it was the Metroid Prime 4 announcement, for the Elder Scrolls game. So I was just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. Fallout 70, or no, sorry, Dying Light 2. Oh, we're in alphabetical order. Okay. Dying Light 2, meh.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a very buggy game.
Yeah. I don't really care. My mom has just subscribed.
Hey, you made it, buddy.
Yeah. Fallout 76, Fallout games, man.
I liked it. I'm cautiously optimistic. I think the online aspect of the game could be really fun.
Okay, and Forza Horizon 4, I liked it. I'm not into racing games, but this one, the Forza Horizon series looks good.
You liked it because it's on Game Pass and you won't have to buy the shit.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. It's that's cool. I love it. I don't love it. I like it. I like the idea of just driving around and doing whatever you want.
I mean, play Forza Horizon 30. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I probably will.
I have it.
What did they say?
How many Forza games have been on the damn Xbox One?
Well, you
2,
got
3?
On the Xbox One. Well, you got Forza 7.
Forza 7. Forza 6.
So what's the difference with Horizon?
Forza 5.
There you go.
Forza. This mainline Forza is more realistic. Horizon is over the top.
So Horizon 4, is it just they added weather or seasons? Is that the big thing?
Yeah.
They made it rain like dead leaves on us, in the press conference hall.
Wow.
Like when it changed from summer to fall, they just let all the leaves. I don't know why. It's such a random moment in the thing to have an interactive component. Next we've got Gears of War. Let's start with 5.
I liked it. I thought it looks slightly better. It looks like they're trying to. I know my triggers because there's girls in it, but I think it looks good.
It definitely looks good. I really wish I could get into the Gears lore is drawing me in, but I can't get into the gameplay. I've tried with Gears 4, yeah, and the original, the remastered stuff too. Gears of War Mobile and Gears Tactics. Yeah, you love your mobile games.
Oh, those games could burn at the stake.
Even
absolute.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, go get it on your PC. It's not an Xbox One game. It's a PC exclusive. Most people don't realize that. PC exclusive.
I did not realize that.
There you go. That's why I'm here.
I like it though. I like it. I might check out the Pop Figure one too. Just because. Yeah, of course I'm gonna download it to check. Dude, come on. Both of us downloaded Mitomo at one point. Do you remember that? You telling me you're going to download Mitomo, but you're not going to download a Gears Pop Figure game?
I worked for a Nintendo website. I kind of had to.
Did you log into it more than once?
Maybe 3 times, max.
That's 2 more than you needed to. Halo Infinity, we talked about it. Jump Force, cool trailer, but meh looking gameplay.
Don't care.
Of course, it's anime. Kingdom Hearts 3, love it.
Liked it on Sony's press conference.
Oh, you. And in Xbox's conference?
Meh.
All right. Just Cause 4? Meh.
That game is going to be a casualty, unfortunately. It'll be a great game, but it's going to sell like shit because there's too many third-party games this holiday. Way too many. Red Dead, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Just Cause, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Kingdom Hearts. There's just too many. I mean, not Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, there's just too many fucking third-party games.
Did you notice my voice change?
No.
Someone in the chat's saying that, and I've been, I recovered from a cold, and my voice has felt different for the last few days. People have been saying I have a deeper voice. I finally hit that puberty people have been talking about. What you looking at over there?
No. There's an ant on my floor, and I want to kill it.
All right. Let's get through the Xbox thing first. Oh, God. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Love it, love it, love it.
Meh.
Have you even played the first one?
No.
Oh, man. It's an awesome Metroidvania. You got to play it.
Maybe one
Freaking,
day.
it's a 10 out of 10 game, man. I would give it a 10 out of 10, and a lot of other reviewers have.
Is it as good as Kickbeat?
It's
though?
way better than Kickbeat.
You sure?
By the way, the karaoke bar we were at was Tokyo Beat. Kind of sounds like Kickbeat. It's pretty good place. Metro Exodus, love it like a hater. Meh.
Meh / like it.
Bits of Yesterday asked, why the hate on The Division 2? Not my genre.
I didn't like their trailers at the event. Ubisoft's trailer was the worst. Xbox's trailer wasn't bad because they showed gameplay. Zen Studios has truly created something fresh with Kickbeat Special Edition.
What are you doing? What?
Nothing.
What? No, I did not say that.
You did. I'm reading it now.
Look, I had an affair with my Kickbeat. Okay, I had a little moment. I was weak in life. Kickbeat picked me up. PUBG with a new map. Love it like a hater, man.
PUBG sucks.
But now there's snow.
I'll play Fortnite.
Agreed, man. Sea of Thieves getting 2 expansions later this year. Meh.
Who gives a shit?
Sekio Shadows Die Twice. Love it.
Liked it. Looked cool. I figured Modern Samurai J would enjoy it.
Modern Samurai J highly approves. So many samurai games this year. It's a good year. It's a good year to be into samurais. And that's the Xbox conference. You guys know I love it, and you guys know that Sean has no opinion on this show.
I gave it a C+. C+.
Bethesda, here's a teaser. I'm probably going to say meh to everything. But Rage 2.
Like it.
Cool.
Looks like Mad Max with Doom. Very cool.
Doom Eternal.
Love it. More fucking Doom. Bring it on.
Wolfenstein Co-op.
Love it. Bring it on.
Fallout 76 being all online.
Like it. I think it has potential.
I missed this one. Fallout Shelter on PS4 Switch. I might actually like this, but what is it?
It's a Sims game with Fallout characters. You have a shelter. It's very addictive and it's free. So.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna try it tonight. I might actually enjoy it. By the way, do you know what I downloaded for the plane? What game I got on the Switch? I got my Hyrule Warriors crack.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's they've done some balancing in it, which I'm pleasantly surprised. They've made it easier to do certain things. So a lot of the frustrations I had with the Wii U version have actually been fixed, and I was not expecting that to be fixed. They've also, like, for example, on the adventure map, did you play much of the adventure map?
Yes.
So you know how there's the items, you had to, like, play a level to get the item card? Like a candle or a bomb or a compass. So in this one, they added a shop. So once you unlock the card the first time, you can go and buy as many as you want after. So, like, searching has become so much easier because you can just buy stuff. Like, that's a huge step forward. This one I'm kind of interested in too. Some like Starfield game that they teased. It's like a sci-fi game.
Oh yeah, it's next gen, so meh.
Yeah. And Elder Scrolls 6.
Man, once again, like it, man. I want to see the game.
Right. Bethesda, it's your favorite. I withhold a score from it.
Okay.
PlayStation. It's all like, who cares? Last of Us 2.
Looks awesome.
Oh,
looks so much better than the first one. From what I saw,
I totally forgot I owned that game because I never beat it.
I beat it, and I thought it was a good game, not a great game. I thought there was pacing problems, there was problem with the puzzles, and everyone loves the story. But I thought Ellie was too young to be as good as what she was good at to be that young, if that makes sense. Basically, she was more mature than her character's age was, and I thought that was a big glaring problem in a game that's supposed to be so heavily based on story. But now that the kid's older and tongue kissing girls,
that's what got you. Get out of here with your tongue.
No, I don't give a shit about that. I just thought the gameplay looked fucking phenomenal.
But more boxes to push.
I don't think so.
Nice.
It looks more open, and it looks like there's not going to be as many clickers. It looks like it has a more human aesthetic with it. So I'm on board. They sold me on it.
Wow, it's impressive. Good job, Sony. You did the unthinkable. Next, we have Sucker Punch's Ghost of Tsushima. We saw a little bit of gameplay, which was everything I kind of hoped for, but also a little bit of WTF.
I liked it, but it was probably one of the most unoriginal games of E3, because I'm literally watching it like, oh look, it's Assassin's Creed of War of Us, the last Tomb Raider, Tenchu.
Right. I see where you're coming from, but here's where I think the game might shine, and it's also where it worries me. That whole combat segment, you notice how it was like really focusing on the visuals, like it was setting them up and like making you notice the sunset and all the beautiful leaves and all that.
Yes.
And there was no HUD, like there was nothing to indicate there was no like prompt to dodge or to attack. So I wonder if gameplay has more depth than what that gameplay trailer.
The gameplay trailer was of a side mission, is what I was told. So take that for what it's worth.
So I'm thinking, here's my guess, because traditionally samurai games, they usually like to put a lot of emphasis on reading your opponent and reacting, because that's the samurai way, apparently.
I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm explaining this to you.
I have to pee!
Ah, man. What else can I talk about while he's away? Well, if you've joined me now, or you've joined us now and you haven't seen the giveaways, there are 2 giveaways in the description below where you can win. You can enter to win a drum for Sea of Thieves, Obsidian drum, which was exclusive to E3. They gave me a card, so I'm giving it away. We are at 16 entries, and drawing that in 7 days. And then I'm also giving away my E3 lanyard. This beautiful and exclusive E3 2018 lanyard has Smash Brothers and a bunch of other Nintendo Switch franchises on there. So yeah, it will ship anywhere in the world. So feel free to join in. And we've got quite a few entries, I think, going. How many? 64 entries. You can see this one's a little bit more liked. And yeah, I'll be giving away a bunch of other stuff I picked up at E3. Not giving this away though. This is probably one of my most prized possessions. My little Smash pin.
Oh, that's so much better.
That's good pressure you got. So, as I was saying, usually in samurai games, you have to like pay attention to your opponent and react. So I'm wondering if the combat is the same way, where it's a bit slower because you have to pay attention to your opponent and you have to have really good timing. And that scares me because doing that kind of combat is very difficult to do. And I just don't know if they're going to do it right, if that's what it is.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Resident Evil 2.
Loved it. The gameplay, I don't know if you saw the gameplay. Amazing. It's one of the best looking games of all time. I can't fucking wait for that game.
Meh. Which is the best Resident Evil? Like, if you would recommend a Resident Evil game for me to get into?
Depends. Do you want a more action game, or do you want a traditional survival horror?
I want more action.
Resident Evil 4.
Is that the one I got from Connor at Too Many Games
Yes, I think so.
for the Wii?
Yeah, and the Wii version is actually. I did not. Funny story. As big of a Resident Evil fan as I am, I bought Resident Evil 4 day one on the GameCube. I played it for about 4 hours, and then I sold it to my buddy because I did not like it because it was definitely a more action-orientated game, and I wasn't a huge fan of the controls. I repurchased it when it came out on the Wii, fell in fucking love with it because of the Wiimote controls. That was one of the few games where the Wiimote controls made the game so much better.
Really?
Yep.
I got a lot of games to try. All right, I'll give that a shot. Because, yeah, I bought it at Too Many Games last... No, he gave it to me at Too Many Games last year, and I haven't played it once yet.
It's good.
Good to hear. So, what else we got? We had... Death Stranding.
Fuck that game.
Do you know what it's about?
Nobody does.
So, here's a rumor a lot of the guys at E3 were talking about, and I don't know how much credibility is to apparently, you know, the baby.
Yeah.
So apparently the game is community based, and if the whole community decides to kill the baby, the game ends. The whole game ends for everybody. And
here's a fucking problem. You've seen this game for 2+ years, and you still don't know a damn thing about it, except that rain is acidic and it ages you. And there's a baby, and there's invisible creatures, and it's like I don't have fucking time to sit here and fucking rewatch the trailer upside down with one testicle in my hand while sipping a Diet Coke with a parakeet chipping on my toenail because that's the realm that Kojima needs me to be in.
It's art, man. It's art.
Crazy.
I totally agree. I was so disappointed that we're just as confused as ever. Screw Death Stranding. And then finally, Spider-Man. Love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say love it. I think it looks really legit.
Yeah, I got to play it on the show floor, which led me to buying my beautiful Spider-Man shirt. It's they didn't give any swag away, so I had to go and buy my own. But can I share my impression now about Spider-Man? You care? So, yeah, it was a 20-minute demo where they let me pretty much swing. The combat in Spider-Man is next.
It looks like
it's next.
It looks like Arkham, but more fluid and faster.
So, oh my god, it's so fluid. There's so many things you can do. You can interact with the environment like seamlessly. You're like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this and like pull it, swing it, hit someone with it. And I'm gonna kick this person, and then like you can counter like 300 different ways. Everything about it, like the combat is great. I did a side mission. I didn't really like it though. I didn't like the side mission. So like all of these water towers were leaking, and I had to swing around them and shoot web at the hole to like plug it. And the camera was getting in the way, and the controls were a little clunky. So I did not like that part. I don't know if that's more of an advanced mission that requires you to be a little bit more comfortable with the controls, because I had only spent 10 minutes at that point with it. Wasn't that great, but swinging through the city was super fun, super seamless. Is that your vape? Your little vape pen?
No, it's just an electronic cigarette.
Oh, okay. Yeah, combat was my favorite. You can climb the towers really good. You can swing into a building and then like run up the building. There's a lot of depth to the mechanics of moving that it's going to take some time to like get really good and natural at it, but really good. Mecha Shadow asks, is the water tower mission a Spider-Man 2 reference? Could be. I don't remember a water tower segment in Spider-Man 2.
It's been a long time since I played Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I don't know. So that's the PlayStation conference, right? Don't think I missed anything.
Nope. Got it.
All right. Not last one. Second last one. Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Honestly,
liked it.
Meh. I'm a little meh. Really?
I liked it. I think it looks different and a good different.
How? What's appealing to you about it?
It looks different, like a good different.
But like the combat different, the story,
the combat, the setting, the story. It's like they finally are sort of expanding this universe, and I think I liked all the different vegetation that they showed, like different sorts of areas. Like most of the gameplay was shown, of course, in a bit of a more traditional Greece setting, but It reminds me a bit of God of War, the new God of War, honestly. So I think it looks good.
I haven't. I love Assassin's Creed, but this one just hasn't really hooked me in yet. Has time. Beyond Good and Evil 2, we saw a glimpse of gameplay, and I'm in. I need more.
I didn't like the glimpse of gameplay because they didn't even focus on it, and they're already talking about, oh, asshole Johnny can make his own content for the game. Fuck off. Make the game, have the game done. Like, I don't know. I think it's going to be a disappointment.
It could be. It's going to be very hard.
My hype is dwindling.
I really like the ship in it. If you can fly in that ship, that's kind of what I'm excited about. The characters, the setting, like I really love the environment, but I hear you. I think that the hype could die really quick on it. So who knows? Division 2 again. We already talked about it. Unless you want to mention anything here. No. Skull and Bones. We saw a little bit more of. Also got to play that on the show floor.
You only control the captain, right?
Yeah.
You can't get off the ship or anything. I didn't realize that.
It's only the boat mechanic of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Like you don't get to walk around your boat. You don't get to so remember when you used to pillage another boat, you would like swing over and then you could go and kill all the pirates? That's all automatic. As soon as you dock with a boat, there's a cutscene showing you kill everybody. It was missing something. Like it was okay, but it was missing something. Oh, there's this guy. So when we were playing it, it was all like multiplayer, and everybody like in the area was playing against each other. And the guy next to me, like I'm still trying to figure out the controls and all that. And I was fighting all these NPC ships, and the player next to me hunts me down, kills me, and then he takes the moment to look at me and goes like, "Sorry." And I'm like, "What a fucking douchebag!" I just want to I just want to smack him so hard, like. All right, dude. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing in this game. I'm not being a little competitive bitch. For Honor, meh.
Fuck off. Why are you wasting time with DLC on a dead game?
Right. Hey, best game ever. Welcome back to the show. I haven't seen you in a little while. You missed everything. Then we had Starlink Battle for Atlas. Got to see a lot more of that, as well as Star Fox coming with his R-Wing. Love it, love it, love it.
The only game I pre-ordered.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
I knew it was going to be fucking hot. And I thought the game looked really good. It was a like it. And then they were like, hey, motherfucker, Star Fox is here. And I was like, what the fuck?
So out of left field.
And did you play it?
Yes, I did.
Is it good?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like Super Metal Dave was on Spawncast last night, and he was there, and he said he played it. And there's like going to be like the Switch has specific like Star Fox-ish missions with like Corneria and shit.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that. So,
yeah, dude.
So yeah, I went to the Nintendo press. I'm like, give me Starlink. Like that's all I want to do. So he hooks me up with Starlink, and like it was someone pretty high up at Nintendo that let me play it at the press. So they're not the ones like they're not giving me the tour like at other demos. So I got into it. I was kind of like messing around with the controls, and I wasn't getting it. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of bad. I just gave up after a minute. Like I didn't get into it. I was just like too excited to be there. But I had more time to kill the next day, so I went to the Ubisoft booth. And I sat down, and there was a guy like who actually like took the time to explain it to me, because there's only so much you can like process in 20 minutes. And he showed me like all the toys. He's like, let's build your ship. He's like, this one's stronger in this way. Like he gave me an overview of what's what instead of me trying to figure it out. After that, we got into the game, and he explained to me what the mission. I'm like, what's the point of this game? What do you do? He explained all that. So I really got into it. The controls are like really smooth. The weapons, there was like only 2 that I liked. Some of the weapons feel pretty useless. But it plays so good. It looks good. It's fun. And like that freaking R-Wing toy. Like I've told you before I've wanted an R-Wing toy. And they don't exist. You can't get an R-Wing anywhere. But now you can. It's good.
It was $75 and I was just like, all right, fine. Next.
Yeah.
Go.
Sergeant Crack was Jose Otero there at Nintendo's E3 booth? Maybe, but I didn't see him. The booth is pretty big, so it's very possible. I bumped into Matt Martinet, though, and got a selfie with him.
I'll see him this weekend.
Yeah, let's see if you can get a better selfie with him.
Oh, I can. I'll give him the RGT85 shirt and say, "Wear this, bitch."
So okay, here's something cool about Starlink. Sorry, I gotta go off on this. You know how there in Star Fox you have the all range mode and then the flight mode.
Yes.
So in this game, you can toggle between those modes. You can either like hit R and you're flying, and then you can like increase your propulsion or slow down. So when you're flying, you're off the ground a little bit more, and you can, you it's more like traditional Star Fox. Then you can cut the engines, and your ship will like hover in the spot, and you can actually like jump. You hit B to like jump, and you can move in more of a free range mode. Not even free range; it's even more accurate because you can like sit on one spot and just like shoot, and then like strafe to the left or right. So like it's just really good controls. I should really break this out into separate videos. I will do that. Trials Rising, hard meh. So meh.
Meh. I hated the presenting of it as well.
The guy who fell into
so fucking stupid.
So dumb. So dumb. Mario Rabbids DK Adventure, like it. It's good. It's a good game.
Yeah, they look cool.
I'm down for more. Then they brought Elijah Wood out for that. Remember VR horror transference that was announced last year? Like meh. So
it's actually not. It's actually not just VR.
No?
It's gonna be on everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Because they realize VR is bombing.
I guess.
Remember the year of VR? Was it last year? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Where was all the PlayStation VR this year? Gone. The fad. It's moving on.
Of course it is. Called it.
Yep. Then Crew 2, meh.
Yeah, meh.
Animation Pup asks, if Star Fox Starlink becomes a success, think Nintendo would be open to have Ubisoft handle the next Star Fox game? Honestly, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. And then Just Dance 2019 coming to the Wii.
Of course it is.
Meh.
Meh, yeah.
Meh.
I give a shit.
Overall, Ubisoft did a pretty good job, but they stayed the course.
Better than expected.
Yeah, they had some good stuff. All right, and then the final conference was Nintendo. I feel like I'm missing stuff because they had they had
okay, so you want me to do it?
No, I've got the big ones, but I know I'm missing stuff. I'm just seeing this list is too small. So Fire Emblem Three Houses looks freaking amazing.
It does. I'm disappointed that it was 2019 though.
Yeah.
But like it.
Yeah, I like it too. And good call, Kimmerson. I forgot PC and Square. We're gonna skip them because I don't have the list.
And Square was kind of, Square.
Yeah. Good call. I might have to go watch that after. Super Mario Party. Like it. It actually looks like a good one.
And it has online play.
It's crazy. It's like Nintendo knows what they're doing.
You can play online mini games. You can't do. It's not like a full Mario Party experience, but I mean, who the fuck's gonna sit there for an hour playing with randos?
Yeah. Daniel, I hear you saying can't blame Ubi for putting Just Dance on the Wii year after year. There's still millions of those things in people's living rooms. Probably a low difficulty port for a high financial payoff. Absolutely agree. Makes sense.
Oh yeah. Still silly, but yeah.
It's a little tongue in cheek funny. Pokemon Let's Go. I like it. I like it too. I'm surprised. I saw the game plays. It's very similar to what you would. It's exactly what you would expect. It's Pokemon Go in your old school Pokemon. But I love it. It's I got to hold the controller, that little Pokeball. It's got quite a bit of meat to it, but it's tiny, and it attaches to your wrists. And then there's a ring that you put on your finger so that you can kind of like Spider-Man it to throw the Pokeball at the screen. It's a really weird gesture. I'll probably play with a traditional controller, but that Pokeball feels nice. It's really nice to hold on to. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country.
It looks cool, but I won't play it.
I like that you can play it without buying the full game.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Dragon Ball Fighter Z coming to the Switch. I like that. I might actually get the game. Octopath Traveler, also love it.
Like it.
Overcooked 2, meh. I know it's a good game, but meh.
Yeah, meh.
Was I not done transcribing?
Damon X Machina.
Oh yeah, that mech thing. That thing looks cool.
That was a love it for me. That was one of the best parts, I thought.
That's crazy to open up with that. There was like heavy metal music, and
yeah,
it was so left field. Yeah, I'm totally missing stuff. What else you got? We'll do Smash last.
That was it, pretty much. I mean, there was a sizzle reel with shit like FIFA and all that stuff.
Queen Killer Bee or something.
Yeah, Killer Queen Black. And then Smash Brothers for 20 minutes.
Okay, let's hear it. Smash Brothers Ultimate. Love it like it.
I mean, I like it. I think the game looks absolutely gorgeous. I think it's very cool that all the characters are in it. I think it's very cool that they've added in a lot of small intricacies. I just don't care enough about Smash to see 20 minutes of it. I would have rather have seen 10 minutes of Smash, 5 minutes of Metroid. It's not coming out until 2019 or beyond. Fucking, I don't care.
Right.
I'm not a competitive Smash player, and I know a lot of Smash players and Smash fans absolutely love that, I'm sure.
Right.
But to me, it was kind of like I gave them the same rating I gave Microsoft. I gave them both a C+.
Yeah.
But you also have to figure Nintendo probably doesn't give a shit about E3 anymore. I mean, two of the biggest third-party games that they had were announced in a direct in passing, and then one released 2 months later.
Yeah.
Fucking Doom. Like, they do their own little thing. Like, and for better or worse, it is what it is.
The whole Smash thing, I fell out of it at Wii U, and it feels old at this point. Like, I hear you, there's a really loud Smash community. There's a lot of people that love Smash, but like, come on, people, it's the same game. Like,
but then again, I mean, I'm the fucking person who freaked out over Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, got a review code, and still bought the fucking game. So, like, I definitely understand it, but to me, it's just like I'm not that heavily invested in Smash.
Right. I was watching the Nintendo conference from the hallway of the media lounge at E3, so I'm in the hallway like with a laptop out, and so I can hear the media lounge, and everybody's going crazy at all the announcements. And I was with Brett, and we're looking at it, and we're like, we knew that our stream was lagging, and we're like, where are they cheering at? Because they were like just showing like, okay, we understood when they showed Snake, cheering at that, but then there was like some cheers that were like, what is it? The fact that Ridley's in it is pretty cool. Like, I was not expecting that to happen.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it looks like they've pretty much given the game everything Smash people wanted, but like,
and when you think of it, Nintendo, as barren as Nintendo's conference may have been, they still have the most exclusives for the rest of the year.
Yeah, of course,
by far.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
I guess this is why I'm salty. I'm salty because Smash took the spotlight, and all these other games that we know are in development or that are close, like, got completely shooed off to the side. Like, where's Yoshi? Where's all the other games that they've been talking? Metroid Prime 4, a new Animal Crossing, all that stuff. What's retro on? Where's the Star Fox racing game? Like, there were so many things missing that, like, my expectations were up here, and to just see so much Smash. And it's pretty much just a polishing of Smash. Like, other than a new Ridley and bringing back all the old characters.
Well, there's going to be other new characters. I don't see it. Like, fighting games can only advance so much. So I mean, people are like, oh, it's a port. I don't think it's a port. I think it's built upon previous entries, but that's how fighting games sort of are. Fighting games usually aren't. They don't make a new fucking Street Fighter engine every time they make a new Street Fighter. They don't make a new fucking Mortal Kombat engine. They don't make a new... You think Doom is going to have a brand new engine? Doom Eternal? No, they're going to use the fucking original Doom engine, so...
Yeah. No, I think...
It's kind of a silly debate.
I think they confirmed it was a new engine, so, I mean, good on them for that. But, it's good. If Smash would have been, 5-10 minutes, and then they would have done the rest in the treehouse, I would have liked it. But the fact that it was only Smash, I was like, where's everything else?
That's fair.
And look, we did talk about Fire Emblem Three Houses. Like, it looks amazing. Like, I was not expecting Fire Emblem at that level, and it just looked phenomenal. I'll be going into that. I'll be picking it up. True, Smash Ultimate is a portable game. True. And I think that caps off all the conferences other than PC Square, but we kind of covered all the big ones. I still want to leave some time for a lightning round tonight. Overall, Nintendo, love it, like it, hate it, or meh. Like it.
Like that.
How can you hate Nintendo? But all right, let's start the lightning round. That's where we take your topics, your questions, toss them up in the chat. Let's talk about what's on your mind and share your thoughts about E3, any of the games that came out. What are you guys looking to pick up? What are you most excited about? What are you least excited about? Any surprises? Anything that you're disappointed of? How was Sean's streams? Any questions for either of us? I'm trying to think what... Oh, I played Ori and the Will of the Wisps as well. That was the first game I played.
Of course you did.
There was no lineups for it. I was so
Of course there
I was
wasn't.
so disappointed. Like, I go there, I was like, oh, where is it? Where is it? I find it. I'm like, where's the lineup? They're like, oh, there's none. Just walk up and play. I was like, oh, that's so sad. It's good. Like, they've taken it to the next level. It's just so really good. I played Sonic Racing. And
Team Sonic Racing.
Team Sonic Racing. They gave me an air freshener, Sonic Team Racing air freshener.
Ooh.
It's actually okay. I'll give it this. It has probably more depth than Mario Kart, but it was a lot less approachable for someone new to the game. Because there's a lot more tech. Like, you can get a boost. You can boost. So you're playing as a team, and you can boost your partners. Like, if you just pass them like a little bit with your car, if you stay behind them, you get a boost. If you pass them a little bit, you boost them. So there's a lot more going on in terms of helping each other out. And personally, I don't think that's more fun. But if you're into more of a tech racer, this game might be for you.
I think it looks cool, and it's only $40. Has Nintendo addressed the issue with the Switch internal storage? No. Just buy a memory card. It's pretty much the standard. I mean, they're on sale so often on Amazon now. It's like you can get 256 gigs for like $80, which will be more than enough for most stuff. Question for me. What do you think of Bandai Namco's announcement of Dragon Ball FighterZ? I'm not a Dragon Ball fan or an anime fan, but it is cool that the game's going to be 1080p 60. And from what Super Metal Dave said, he played it at E3, and he also owns it on the PS4, and he said it's literally the exact same.
Yep. It's a good little fun game to have.
RGT85 hates everything. RGT85 fake news. I love you, Ian. Did you saw the link that GameStop has 5 SKUs on 3DS on Discord? I did not. Kind of sucks though. When do you think the next Direct will be? September? August or September?
Yeah, maybe August.
I could foresee like 2 more this year.
For sure.
Why am I spreading fake news? Somebody has to.
Too much honesty on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fallout Shelter. I got to play that.
Do you think Fallout Shelter on Switch is a teaser? We'll get Fallout 4 on it. I think it's a teaser that you'll get some sort of Fallout on it, whether it's the anniversary collection. I mean, honestly, let's be honest here. Panic Button said that they're working on a big Nintendo Switch port, and they're going to talk about it next month. What are the 2 games that Panic Button has done? Doom and Wolfenstein, who are owned by anyone? Bethesda. So I would not be surprised if next month they announce a Fallout game for the Switch, which I think it would do very well because once again, it's it's the first time you can take Fallout with you anywhere you go. I mean, fuck, even if it's Fallout 4, which I was not a huge fan of, I would be willing to check it out just because, the game's sort of changing now. You can play it wherever you go, so why not? Andrew WK was the best performance. Although Grant Kirkhope was good.
You talking about wrestling?
No, idiot. The musical stuff.
Oh, didn't hear you. Okay, Grant Kirkhope.
I want it to be Fallout 3 Anniversary as well. Here's the thing about Nintendo Online Switch. Fucking Fortnite, a free game, has the most robust online for the Nintendo Switch.
We didn't talk about that. Love it like a hater, man.
Fortnite?
Yeah, on Switch.
I'm addicted.
Wow,
It's
really?
bad.
It plays.
Bad.
What?
I do nothing. I did nothing today.
Oh,
I laid in bed and played Fortnite.
Oh,
you know what I was doing up until 3 a.m. last night? Playing Fortnite. Because here we go. We're sitting there playing, and because you can plug in a micro USB onto the, if you're doing it in handheld mode, and you could have a headset. And so John was like, I was playing with Spawnwave and Evan, and he was like, "Did you get a headset yet?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, and like I texted in the group chat, I was like, "No." And he was like, "Try something." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Go downstairs and dock your Switch, and then you have a USB headset, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Plug it into the USB jack and see what happens." I'm like, "Okay." So I came downstairs, I plugged it in, and I'm like, "Hello? Hello?" And it has just, there you go, voice chat. All the audio comes through the game.
I know, it's crazy. It's I prefer the controller on it. Like, I was playing on PC, and this is crazy. I know PC is usually better, but it just feels good with the Pro controller.
I do nothing. Paladins. I play Paladins as well. I bought Paladins. Every other motherfucker got a review code. For some reason, my email gets ignored. So I dropped my $30 and play Paladins, but I've been loving it.
It's because of that fake news, man. Nobody's gonna send you codes now.
What is the rarest DS game I own? Fighting Fantasy, Warlock of Fire Top Mountain.
Oh god. I don't know rarity to be able to answer that. I have no idea which one would be the rarest.
Paladins is going to be free at the end of the summer, but this is the Founders Pack where you get all of the characters at once.
You know what? Look, that's not terrible. Motion controls in Fortnite would be great for like just that adjusted aiming.
It would be cool.
Yeah, good work. What do you think of Sony blocking Epic Games' account for joining Fortnite on the Switch? Sony is so behind right now on customer service and gamer support. It's ridiculous.
It's very silly.
It's a little tyrannical.
But it is. They are within their right. So
they are, but they're not doing themselves a favor necessarily. I mean, they're just building a reputation for themselves, and that's gonna pile up on them if they're not careful. Kentucky Fortnite with Joy-Cons was a weird transition from PS4. Pro controller fixes the problem. Yeah, I didn't try with the Joy-Cons.
I never won on Xbox One or PS4, and I won.
It's because you're playing You're playing the noobs. It's
full
of noobs.
Fuck off.
I'm saying how it is, man. It's fact. All noobs. There was Ian saying he's addicted to the demo of Octopath Traveler, as you should be. That's a really good game. I had the same experience with the demo back in October or whatever when that was released. PK asked, would you ever do the podcast on Sean's channel 1 or 2 times to get it more exposure? That's entirely up to Sean.
I mean, we could.
I don't know how we would do that. Like, we do it and then we're like, oh, you like more of this? Head over to this guy and subscribe to this other channel.
Basically.
Sounds like a good idea. We should do that.
Yeah, we could do it sometime in July if you want.
Yeah, sure. Let's I'll think of some creative way to make it stand out a little bit.
We can figure out something.
I would need a key. I need your Steam stream key on my end.
It's fine. I can always just generate. Well, I mean, I can't generate another, but
right.
I mean, I don't feel like you're gonna stream
when you're asleep.
Streaming gay porn late at night.
Oh. Thanks for the idea. I did not even think of that. I totally would do it.
Okay, so we're not doing it on my channel.
Oh, damn it. Kat asks, what do you think of Elder Scrolls Blades? I have no thoughts on it.
It's... I hated the way they presented it, because they presented it as a mobile game, and it was like, yes, iPhone 10. And at their end, they're like, yep, this is going to be on the iPhone 10 and everything else. Like, and all your favorite consoles and Android. It's like, what the fuck? Did Apple pay this?
Mech Shadow asks if I got Labo. I did not get Labo. I played with it a little bit at a media event. I think it's very creative. It's good, but it's just too expensive for me, which is the reason I'm not buying it currently.
Plus, I'm pretty sure it's dead.
It's not for us. It's not for our audience. If it
Who's playing it? Do you see anyone talking about Labo anywhere?
My kid would play it if I could have it. I'd pick it up at like $30-$50 price range, but right now at $90 in Canada, it's
Our rural country.
I'd rather buy something else like Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, which I did. Of all E3, what's the game you're most hyped about?
Resident Evil 2.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps, followed by Ghosts of Tsushima. Jay, what do you think of Sean being in a gaming documentary? What is this?
I'm in a gaming documentary, The Bits of Yesterday. Available on DVD, Blu-ray, and Amazon Prime. You can watch it for free.
I will. I'll watch it. I'm just connecting the dots now. I'm seeing Bits of Yesterday donated $20 early in the stream. And I didn't know you were on it.
It's actually not available on Canada.
Damn it! So I can't even watch it.
Third world country.
All right.
You can rent it.
Bits of Yesterday. Can I help you get this in Canada? Let me know. I'll distribute it for you out here. I'm a little bit jealous.
His name is Darren.
Darren. I'm a little bit jealous, Darren. Darren, if you want some more documentary material, let me show you what Enthusiast Gaming is doing in Canada. We're making some big waves here between the acquisition of Destructoid and making Canada's largest video game convention, as well as other things I can't talk about. There's some good stuff up here. Or we could just
the child labor,
child labor,
concentration camp. These are the stuff you can't talk about.
Of course, yeah, that's all that stuff. RPG says Ghost of Tsushima really hit the spot for me. Very beautiful game. I'm on board with everybody else here in the Octopath Traveler. Primrose is definitely one of my more favorite characters. Canada has produced some of the best wrestlers in the world, apparently.
Yeah, they have.
So there you go.
That's it, though.
What else do we have? Kind of curious about Sega Ages collection that's coming soon to Switch.
Same.
So
I look forward to it.
I'm intrigued. So
I like Sega. They're a company that you can be critical of them, and their PR people don't fucking attack you. They actually just message you and are friendly.
Wasn't there like a testicle comment with you and Sega on Twitter?
Yes. I know. I now know the person who runs Sega PR on a personal level.
Isn't that crazy that like your personal brand, like your face, like you're getting talked about in more and more companies? Like you're in Sega, they're like, oh yeah, Sean talked about her stuff, and now there's Atario, this little bitch RGT.
It's great. I love it. It's absolutely bizarre to me, but yeah, you know what I say, the cream of the crop rises to the top.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to go through all the rumors prior through that list and see what didn't show up. I have a theory. You know that Walmart leak that had so many games? Some of them didn't show up, of course, like Borderlands 3. So my theory is that when this information gets passed off out of studios to companies like Walmart, I'm sure that they must add one or two fake games so that if it leaks, they know where the source is from. So like if you were a company and I was a company, they would tell you like, here are the games coming, and then they would add in some fakes like Borderlands 3, and then they would add a different set of fakes for me. So if you leak it, they know it's you.
Huh. That's actually makes sense.
Yeah. So, you know, maybe Walmart is going to get banned or something somehow next year. I don't know. Mindfunk asked, do either of you have Alexa, by the way? Because apparently that Skyrim port is legit.
It is legit, but I don't have Alexa.
Neither do I. Tari is sadly a douche. What they did in general was wrong. Yes.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you know, gets more. I mean, it's silly to me because all it does is it helps me at the end of the day. Like somebody says something negative, and then instead of or just ask questions, not even necessarily negative. I mean, yes, I put a negative spin on it, of course, because in my opinion, that is a negative for the system. But you, presumably a multi-million-dollar company, instead of just answering the questions, instead of just, somebody says that and you say, oh, well, this is what we're doing. Somebody, that would be like if somebody posted on Nintendo's thing and was like, that Fire Emblem footage looked fake because blah, blah, blah said so. Do you think Nintendo would be like, or, if they did it with Naughty Dog and Last of Us 2, because there's been some questions about that. Do you think they would be like, fake news? This person's unreputable? No, they would be like, rest assured, what you saw is indicative of our final product. Thank you for taking an interest in our product and have a great day. And that's what sort of set me off.
Somebody's used to the lingo.
I understand how PR works. Like, and just to take personal pot shots at me, like, I'm sorry, but I think I told Spawnwave, I said, Tar's going after me. He said, what are you going to do, lay low? I said, motherfucker, I'm loading up the rocket launcher right now. Shit.
Well, you have fun. All right, I think that takes us to an hour and a half. Decent length podcast. I thought we were going to hit the 2-hour mark, but I'm very happy to wind it down and not add extra fluff for nothing. Is there anything else that you want to talk about for E3, your show, your content, a shout out about your appearance, anything?
Just thank you to everyone who watched. Views were fucking crazy and subscribers were crazy last week. I was definitely a bit under the weather at the start of E3. Puked so hard I pooped my pants on Saturday.
God
Legit.
Damn it.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want that.
I had real bad diarrhea Thursday and Friday. Saturday morning, I wake up, I'm outside smoking a cigarette. I'm like, am I going to be okay today? And I just felt it coming up, and I'm like, oh my God. So I threw my cigarette down, I run to the bathroom, and I throw up. And as I throw up, I'm like, no, it's coming out the other. Because it was just like diarrhea, and I was like, no. And I just like laid on the floor, and I was like, it was bad. It was so fucking bad.
You were lying on the floor, curled up in your own shit?
Yeah, like, and then I had to fucking go do the EA conference. So I ran to the, I had been drinking Pepto, and then I ran to the CVS and just, like, all I ate all weekend was crackers, and I bought, like, 30 Powerades and Gatorades, and just fucking sat there and drank them to stay hydrated. I didn't even do the Spawncast last week.
I saw you were missing.
I was so sick.
Oh, man. There's your crass segment for the evening. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll be at Too Many Games this weekend. Make sure you come by if you're in the Philadelphia area. Ease 8 review is up at midnight on Tuesday, so Monday night, Ease 8 review will be up on the channel. I gotta film some fucking videos for this week to have shit while I'm gone, and hopefully Atari. I actually invited Atari to come on my channel. Oh. I wasn't a dick in my rebuttal video. Like, I was actually very subdued, just because I was so shocked by it. But I still had some little things to say. But yeah, like, they're more than welcome to come on my channel to talk about the product, talk about the project. I wish them all the success in the world. I hope it's great for people that invested their money in it, but they need to learn a little bit of tact and class.
Yeah, keep it classy. Jerry says, and unfortunately, lying in your own shit and vomit was better than the EA conference.
You're not wrong. I hit the toilet though. It was a good shot into the toilet.
At least half of it went in.
Yeah.
I just realized I don't think I will be able to podcast next week. It all depends, but I'm heading out to Ottawa next week. So if you're in the Ottawa area, let me know. Let's catch up. I'm going to something called CGX, the Canadian Gaming Expo. I'm going to go see what that's all about. So I'm going to be in Ottawa Friday night, Saturday, potentially Sunday. We'll see. So yeah, hit me up on Twitter. Send me an email if you're in Ottawa. Would love to meet up. Other than that, we'll see you, for sure, the both of us will see you in 2 weeks. Until then, keep it classy, or as Sean would say,
keep it classy.